At 16 years old, Chevel Shepherd's life completely changed when Carson Daly announced her name. Chevel was the winner on the NBC show The Voice. Since then, this teenager from Farmington, New Mexico has lined up concert events, a record deal, a music video, and endless requests for pictures and autographs and singing engagements. Now, I had a chance to sit down with Chevel, and I found her to be friendly, fun, and very authentic, not to mention extremely talented. Here's our conversation with Farmington's Chevel Shepherd, winner of The Voice. What's the last 6 months been like for you?
The last 6 months have been insane. I have been going nonstop. I've been traveling everywhere. It feels like across the whole United States. It's just been a lot of great opportunities coming my way, and I've been taking all of them, so it's been really great.
What are some of the places that you've been to?
I've been to Maryland, Atlanta, New York, and I'm going to be heading to Arizona tomorrow so I can sing with Kelly on her tour.
Obviously, winning The Voice opened up so many doors for you. We'll take them in various steps. You'd mentioned going on tour with Kelly. What did that do for your mindset as a singer and winning The Voice? And she was your coach, and now you're kind of paired together on tour.
It's crazy. She really sticks by her artists, as you could tell with Bryn and now me. She's just been a really great role model to look up to. She's like a big sister to me. So it's really cool to have that kind of like support system, having Kelly Clarkson on your side to help you along the way of your journey.
Is there one thing you're looking forward to most performing with her?
Well, of course, just the whole opportunity to perform with Kelly Clarkson, because never in my wildest dreams did I ever dream that I'd be doing that. But also just in a venue with thousands of people and just spreading my love of music, my passion for country music with all of them in that stadium.
How'd you get involved in music in the first place?
I started singing when I was about 2 years old. My sister sings and my mom sings, and I kind of always just wanted to follow in their footsteps. So I really just started singing and practicing more and more and really got into country music, listening to it growing up. So.
Do you remember the first time that you were on stage singing in front of a group, whether it be at a school or a church or, in your house?
Yeah, whenever I was about 4, I performed here in Farmington at like a singing competition, and they wouldn't let me compete because they thought I might win because of how cute I was. And I auditioned with Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. But being a 4-year-old little girl, they're like, that song's a little too much for you. So I sang A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes off of Cinderella. And I remember getting balloons and lollipops. And there was about 2,000 people where I was singing at, and I was only 4. That's the first time I performed in front of a crowd.
Now you're getting a lot more than balloons and lollipops. You're getting opportunities, national exposure, videos. I want to ask you about that. You have a video coming out soon. What is it? What can you tell me about it?
I recorded a music video and a song for the One Life project. That project is to help raise awareness and raise money for environmental issues such as global warming and just how to keep our earth clean. So I think it's a really good cause, and I'm really glad I was involved in it. It's a really great project.
What drew you to that in particular? I mean, of all the possible causes out there.
I got contacted by someone, and they were like, this is our project, would you ever want to be involved in it? And my mom read it to me, and I was like, absolutely. I always try to care for where I live. I don't like littering on the ground or anything, so I always try to take care of my environment where I'm at, because the earth takes care of us, so we should take care of it back.
This is probably kind of a simplistic question, but how has winning The Voice changed your life?
Winning The Voice has changed my life a ton. I walk through the mall, and everyone just comes to me, and they want to take pictures, they want to meet me, and I love it. I love all the support I'm receiving from everyone across the country and across the world. I have people on social media from India and Brazil, and they're like, we're such huge fans of you, and we love you so much. It's just cool to see all the people that are really loving what I'm doing, and I'm glad that I'm making them feel my music.
Is it challenging for a teenager, someone your age, to have that much exposure, that much attention? I mean, you have more than 30,000 followers on Twitter. I mean, is it tough to kind of bear?
Yeah, it can be at times. Everywhere you go, you're going to receive people that are hating on you or don't like what you're doing. But I always try to ignore that and look at the positive things. Every 100 comments you get, only 10 of them are going to be negative, and the rest are going to be positive. So I really try to look at the positive things and all the support I'm receiving from everyone, and it makes me feel good. So at times it can be tough, but most of the time it's not.
As you said, singing's been a part of your life, forever. Did you get involved singing at the school level and singing in school and that sort of thing?
Yeah, during middle school I did choir, and then for like the first year of high school I did choir. But it's completely different from the type of singing I'm doing now. So I'm not doing choir anymore, and I'm just doing my own solo singing. And yeah, I took some music, but I had never taken any vocal lessons or anything to train my voice before Kelly Clarkson.
What was it like, that experience of singing in middle school, singing in choir for the short time that you did, and how different it was than what you're doing now?
It was fun. I liked doing concerts with the whole class, and sometimes getting solos. I thought it was really fun. But then I realized very quickly I don't have the choir voice. I don't do opera type singing, so it's a lot different. You do different styles of music. You do more classical music in choir, and I do more country. Like, even though it's classic country, it's completely different. You do a lot of different technical stuff.
What is it about your style that you have now that drew you to that? Why do you like that sort of style and the country music?
Well, I grew up listening to country music with my mom and my dad and everyone. My dad's not that big of a country music fan. He likes like classic rock. But I just grew up listening to it and just fell in love with the sound and the heart and the story that's behind the country music.
What was it like coming back to Farmington, where you grew up, your hometown, after you had won The Voice?
It felt really great coming back and seeing all my friends and the whole town that voted me through the whole show, the whole season. It's really cool to feel all the support coming from people I've grown up with my whole entire life. So it really feels great, just feeling all the love and support since the beginning.
And you recently had a concert. What was that like for you to kind of give back and show your support of the people that voted and supported you?
It was awesome. My first concert in my hometown. And I wanted to do it free to give back to the people that voted me where I am now, because without them I wouldn't be where I was at. So I'm just really thankful, and I really felt like that the town deserves that. So,
from a singing perspective, what did you learn at The Voice and from Kelly?
Oh, I learned a ton. The blinds and the battles and knockouts were so much fun, but it took up until live shows for me to really realize I want to do this as a career. I want to sing on giant stages across the country, and so I really realized how much I love to perform and how much I want to do singing and music as a career. Kelly taught me a lot on how to be a better person. She always tells me to be myself and to put myself out there and to just make people feel my emotions through the music that I'm singing. And so she really taught me a lot.
What's your goal? What's your vision? What do you hope to accomplish, singing and take where your career goes? Do you have a mark or a place you'd like to get to?
Definitely. I want to sing at the Grand Ole Opry one day. I want to make a bunch of albums. I want to sell out venues across the country. I want to sing with Loretta Lynn, Carrie Underwood, CMA Awards. I have a whole bunch of goals that I'm really hoping to reach sometime in my life.
Does any of this, when you have a chance to sit down and be a teenager, does any of this just kind of blow your mind? I mean, of how fast it's really snowballed into stardom for you?
Yeah, it still hasn't sunk in yet. It feels like yesterday that I was just on the show performing with Dan and Shay, which is still crazy to say that because they're such big country stars. And I'm 16 and getting the opportunity to perform with them. So it's really cool, and it still hasn't sunk in, but it feels really great.
What's next in your immediate future? You said you're going to Arizona. What's kind of your map and your outlook for the next couple months, and 2019 for that matter?
Yeah, well, of course I'm going to take every opportunity I'm going to get. I'm going to be performing around Farmington, around Albuquerque. I'm going to do more concerts, and then of course sing with Kelly, and I'm going to start working on my album here soon.
How many opportunities will you have to sing with Kelly? Is it one show? Is it multiple shows? What's kind of the game plan?
I've only gotten one for right now, which is in Arizona, but hopefully I get more opportunities sometime on the rest of her tour.
I ask young people like yourself when I get an opportunity to speak with them, everybody has a story, and yours has been remarkable. If I were writing a book or a story or making a movie about your life, what would the title be? What would you call it? Your kind of life story?
Oh gosh, that's a really good question. You're great. I don't even know how I'd answer that. That'd be a really cool movie. It'd be a lot happening over 16 years so quickly. But I have no idea what I'd call it.
Do you have a motto or something you like to live by, or?
I always say never give up, and take every chance you can get, because you never know what's going to happen. Anything could happen in such a short span of time, like it did for me. 16 years alive and I won The Voice. It's crazy. But yeah, just to never give up.
You say never give up. Were there any times during the show and during that whole process that you thought, oh man, this just isn't working out, or I'm not going to make it to the next round, or that sort of thing?
You know, I never really thought that deep into it. I was just thankful for where I was at, and being so young, I was like, all right, I'm in top 24 of The Voice. That's crazy, and if I go home tomorrow, I'm going to be okay with it because I got this amazing opportunity. So no, I wasn't really discouraged or anything during the whole process.
Do you have a message for teens or, other people your age, or, people you grew up with, about lessons you've learned or the way that your life is kind of turning out?
Yeah, like Kelly told me to always be myself, and it sounds kind of cliche, but it's really true. If you love to do something, you should go for it. You shouldn't let anybody or anything hold you back, because you're yourself. And if you love to sing, or you love to play soccer or play tennis or play guitar, anything, you should always just go for it, because it can get you somewhere. You just have to follow your dreams and your passions.